What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, it has been a long time coming, I'm not gonna lie. We did a video last Monday on the San Antonio Spurs, part 1 of the rebuild series, and today we're back. It's been a little bit, but here we are. Today we have the trade deadline upon us. We're gonna be making some trades at the trade deadline today. I looked at some of you guys' comments, I took some of you guys' feedback, and we are going to try to make some trades based off what you guys said. So, Aldridge and Derozan are on their way out of this team, unfortunately. I know some of you said keep Derozan, trade Aldridge, or whatever, but we're trading both of them. Might even trade Patty Mills, Rudy Gay as well. We'll see. But if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. YouTube has been telling me 60% of you watching the videos aren't even subbed. I think we're like 10 subs away from 16,000 subs. So if you want to be part of the 60,000 subs train, make sure to hit that sub button. And then make sure to leave a like on this video you guys enjoy as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and trade LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan, and let's keep this rebuild going for the San Antonio Spurs. So recapping last episode, we went 15-38. So basically we kind of made the plans, we talked things out, and this team is 15-38 here, at least on 2K anyway. So we are at the trade deadline now, and we want to make some trades for Aldridge and DeRozan. That's kind of what the point of today's video is. So looking at the stats right now, like I said, we're kind of not the G League stats, we don't look at that, but looking at our player stats, we have DeMar DeRozan, who's actually having a really good year. We have LaMarcus Aldridge as well. We have Patty Mills, Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray. So like obviously there's a lot of good young pieces here in San Antonio, so I'm definitely very happy with some of the guys we have. So I kind of want to open up the minutes for some of these guys and keep rebuilding, and I want to be a lottery team in the offseason. That way we can draft somebody else and continue to rebuild this team, obviously. So the next video will probably be the whole offseason where we do the draft and free agency. So but first and foremost, we have to try to trade these veterans that are just both on one-year deals. I want to get value for them before they potentially walk in the offseason. So I think the easier one to do would probably be LaMarcus Aldridge, because a lot of you were telling me to trade him to my to his former team, the Portland Trailblazers, a team that he should have never left. Yeah, anyway, so we're going to trade Aldridge to the Trailblazers. I'm not really sure what package I'm going to build for him, and I'm going to try to make it as realistic as I possibly can, so bear with me, and hopefully we can get something for LaMarcus Aldridge here from the Portland Trailblazers. So it took a while for me to build a trade that I liked and that I felt was somewhat realistic to send LaMarcus Aldridge back to the Portland Trailblazers, but it's a large trade for literally no reason, to be honest with you, because I wish I didn't have to make this such a large trade, but the Blazers barely have any players. I don't feel like they'd be giving up Covington. I don't think they would give up Derek Jones, but they do get Aldridge, and with the emergence of Harry Giles, they are comfortable trading Enes Kanter away. Rodney Hood is just somebody who's making a lot of money for this team. That is definitely, I feel as it is expendable for them. Zach Collins hasn't even been healthy this season for them anyway, and he's on a one-year deal. Anthony Simons is a very young player that we will be absorbing, and we get a first-round pick. We trade a couple seconds. So yeah, I mean, out of all this, basically we are trading Trey Jones, which I don't love that. I would rather keep him if I can, but to make the salary match, I have to kind of put Trey Jones in this trade. So it's like Aldridge, and we get Collins, Anthony Simons, and a lot of protected pick. I feel like that's enough. Kanter and Rodney Hood will not be long-term pieces. So these three players, basically for LaMarcus Aldridge, is what the trade is, and are these three pieces: Aldridge, or Collins, Anthony, a first-round pick for LaMarcus Aldridge. So we're gonna do that trade, and so we got a couple of young pieces and a first-round pick for LaMarcus Aldridge. So you can't complain about that. I like that. So we got a lot of protected pick from the Portland Trailblazers. So now we have Enes Kanter on the roster. We have as well Zach Collins is here. So there's a lot going on at the power forward right now. Obviously, we have a lot of depth here. Collins, 23 years old, is a young piece I'd like to keep around. And then now we have DeMar DeRozan. So we definitely would love to trade DeMar DeRozan. It took me forever to try to build a trade for LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm not gonna lie, that I liked and I thought could be somewhat realistic. So now we're gonna go to the DeMar DeRozan side of things, at 90 overall at small forward, which is what he should be playing anyway. So I'm gonna kind of look around the league real quick, and of course I want to absorb. Okay, like this. Actually, this trade is actually somewhat interesting. We do get a 2021 first-round pick from the Hornets, as maybe they go all in, but they kind of have Gordon Hayward at the small forward already. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I'm going to build a trade for DeRozan real quick, and once I have one, I will show you what I want to do here. Time looking for DeMar DeRozan trades, man. I was trying to trade him to Orlando to get Mo Bamba, but I couldn't really make the salaries work. So here we are, probably going to dump DeMar DeRozan to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, DeMar DeRozan is having a really good year, and to justify this, I would say the Hornets, Gordon Hayward's having a fantastic year for them, so maybe DeRozan goes over there and plays a two-guard next to Gordon Hayward, and the Charlotte Hornets feel like they can build something there. I don't know. Michael Jordan thinks in weird ways as a front office general manager. So we take on Terry Rozier's contract. They give us a first-round pick. Would they do this? They don't agree. They want to give me Zach Collins. They want Zach Collins. They'll give me Devontae Graham, and we give them a second. So that is an interesting counter, but I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you. I will give you a couple would they just, they don't want to do it. Okay, so they were literally just offering this trade to me earlier. So let me try this again, because this is kind of what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, they're just not even offering it anymore. They're just like, nah, no thanks. So now I guess what I'll do is if I trade Derozan back, or if I move Derozan back to shooting guard and go back to the trade finder, and there it is. So they give us a top 3 protected pick, 2021, and we get Derozan, I guess. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get a first round pick for DeMar DeRozan. Probably should have got a little bit more value, but like I said, it was really tough to find a trade that would work on here. So now our rotations look a little interesting. So DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Keldon Johnson, Rudy Gay, and Jakob Poeltl. Terry Rozier's in the rotation, Patty Mills, Enes Kanter, Rodney Hood, Devin Vassell, Zach Collins. And yeah, obviously I still really haven't opened up the minutes in order to get like Lonnie Walker some minutes, which what I will do is I'm actually going to buy out a couple of players here. So I'm probably going to buy out Enes Kanter. He's cool and all, but there's no reason to have him. So basically how you buy out is just release him, and the salary will only count against you against the season. So it's basically a buyout in 2K. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to buy out Enes Kanter. Patty Mills, I could buy him out too, to be honest with you, if we wanted to do that, or I could keep him here because he has been in San Antonio for a very, very long time. But again, I want to open up the minutes for some of the young guns. So Zach Collins getting some minutes, and now the only person, Lonnie Walker, I'd like to get some minutes as well. So maybe we could do something with Rodney Hood and Rudy Gay. Again, somebody I don't really want to keep either. So Rudy Gay, if we could find somebody that would take you on, I would definitely be all for it. So Clippers want to give me a first round pick, and they'll give me Patrick Beverley, Davis Bertans, Kelly Olynyk, and a second from the Miami Heat. You got Corey Joseph, Taj Gibson, Reggie Bullock from the Knicks. Al Farouk Aminu want to give me, or the Magic want to give me Al Farouk, Dwight Powell, and a second from the Mavericks. And then Prince and Caruso, Delon Wright. I'm not loving any of these offers so far. JJ Redick and a first. Derrick Rose, Norman Powell, PJ Tucker, and a first round pick from the Rockets. Jay Crowder, Al Horford, Ricky Rubio, Buddy Hield. Okay, I don't love any of those trades, to be honest with you. Danny Green from the 76ers, an expiring contract if the 76ers wanted to take on somebody they feel is better fitting, but I just don't think that's the case. Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, if they wanted, I don't know, man. I think I'll just probably keep Rudy Gay and let him walk in the offseason. I don't see a trade that I really like. So I guess the only thing I will do is I'll probably have Rudy Gay come off the bench or something. And let me fix the rotation real quick. And this is what we're going to simulate with the rest of the season with some of the young guys we have. So we traded Aldridge and DeRozan. That's what we wanted to accomplish today. And now we can kind of see where this rotation goes from here. The rotation we're going to run for the rest of the season: DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Jakob Poeltl, Terry Rozier, Patty Mills, Rodney Hood, Zach Collins, and Lonnie Walker. Rudy Gay's not going to get any minutes. Luka's still down here, and Anthony Simon's still down here, but there's going to be a lot of player movement in the offseason as well. So guys like not Rodney Hood, but yeah, Rodney Hood, Rudy Gay, guys like that aren't going to be here anymore. Patty Mills ain't going to be here anymore. So the only thing I do want to check out now is shot tendencies. So DeJounte Murray, I think some people are telling me to boost his shot tendency up, because I mean now the floor is wide open. Like we need somebody to step up. So DeJounte Murray's shot tendency is going to be raised as well. Devin Vassell's, I'm going to raise his as well. Is there anyone else I want to raise? Keldon Johnson, I'm going to raise. I want players to score here. I want my young guys to have the freedom to shoot the basketball, which is what I want to do. So Derek White got a big payday, so let's boost his shot tendency up a little bit. Keldon Johnson 75, and then Devin Vassell, if you're down here somewhere, let's do that. And Lonnie Walker will even give you up to a 60 or something like that. So I want my guys taking shots. So let's go ahead and start simulating the season, kind of see how things go. And we do win 2 games in a row, so okay, that's awesome. And we lose to the Utah Jazz. We beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. So you know what? We're winning some games down the stretch, which is cool. We have a very close game against Orlando Magic. I think I do want to jump into one of these games here and play some minutes of basketball and kind of see what we can do. So let's see. I feel like a Pelicans game would be interesting. Let's see how we match up against a young team like the New Orleans Pelicans, and let's see how things go. So let's go to Simcast and let's start simulating the game. So let's see how the fourth quarter goes, and I would be jumping into the fourth quarter. Okay, so we have a really good lead going to the fourth. It's still somewhat of a close game though. We're up 20 actually now, so we're actually kind of blowing them out. So 121, 120. You know what? I might skip this game because we blew them out. So 135, 122. Terry Rozier with 32 points off the bench. Keldon Johnson with 28. DeJounte Murray with 25. I do love the growth though. So now we'll try to go to the Chicago game. I want to jump into a close game pretty much. So let's see if we get a close game here in Chicago, or is it going to be a blowout again? and it is going to be another blowout. So looking at that box score though, DeJounte Murray with 22, Derek White with 19, Patty Mills with 19. So nice. Now again, we'll try the Utah Jazz. This one should not be a close game. I feel like Utah is definitely the better team on paper, I'd like to think, and maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. 86 to 98, and we are just blowing teams out now. So okay, let's try again with the Utah Jazz. Let's see if we do that same thing. And okay, so now it is a little bit of, okay, it is a closer game going to the fourth quarter, 97 to 105. Okay, so now we'll jump into this, see if we can come back with like 2 minutes left and see if we can make something happen. I don't think I will, but I definitely want to get some gameplay to end off this video. That way we can shoot our way into the offseason, see where we need to improve and what we need to do once we get into the offseason. Jumping into the game, so I kind of want to see what we can do. Can we make a little bit of a surge comeback? We may not come back fully, but I definitely want to try to make like a push to a comeback, and we do get a good stop there on Donovan Mitchell, but now we're driving with Keldon Johnson. Nothing's really open, but Derek White is open in the corner, and he does end up missing the three-pointer. That definitely would have went a long way of making this comeback, but unfortunately Derek White misses the wide open three. Donovan Mitchell is driving, no one's stopping him. He pulls up from mid, and he definitely hits that 99 to 114. Let's go with Terry Rozier and see what we can do here. I'm going to try to get some screen and roll action here. I don't really know who's playing the center right now. I guess we're playing very small right now with Keldon Johnson playing the center. They leave Derek White open again. Can he make them pay this time? He does. 90 or 102 to 114. So now we're down 12, kind of back where we were. All right, here we go, man. Let's play some good defense, get a stop or two, and maybe we can make this game a little bit more interesting as we keep going. So Donovan Mitchell is going to try to drive again. This is the guy we got to stop here. And he's driving. He's going to get a pass off to Gobert. I don't know why they just don't like pass this Gobert every possession, because this rotation right now literally makes no sense. We have like no center out here. We're playing stupid small, but it's okay. I kind of like it. It's interesting. All right, here we go. Vassell, let's go screen and roll again. Or that's Keldon Johnson, not Vassell. There's really nothing open right now. All right, let's try this again. Screen and roll. Let's do this. I might have to pull up from midi for Terry Rozier. He misses it, and Rudy Gobert gets a defensive rebound. So a little bit of a bad possession there, but it's okay. We're still growing. We're still growing as a basketball team. Again, I don't love how we don't have a center out here to guard Gobert. I don't know why they just haven't attacked us every possession with Gobert, but we get a stop. Wow, okay. Let's keep going. Let's drive. They might leave Derek White open again. I'm going to pull up again from three, and Derek White is unable to make them pay. So far, I'm noticing Derek White's three-point shot is not falling here in the fourth quarter, unfortunately. So here we go. Again, we're going to try to stop Gobert with no center. Donovan Mitchell pulls up from three. Terrible defense by us, and he's going to make this a 15-point lead. So yeah, we're ultimately going to lose this game, obviously, but it is definitely fun to kind of see where we're at as a basketball team and see what we need to improve on. They leave DeJounte Murray wide open. Please let them pay, and unfortunately, it just doesn't happen, but Patty Mills is open. Okay, Patty Mills is just a little far behind. All right, let's try this again. Let's see what we can do. I love how we're getting open on the three-point line, but we're just not making them play. But making them pay, not play. But Keldon Johnson is able to knock down the three, 105 to 117. So we got a good shot off at least, but unfortunately, we're ultimately going to lose this game. Waiting the rest of the season, though, we do pick up 2 more wins, 3 more wins, 4 more wins, and we are going to go in the offseason as 27 and 55. So we obviously didn't make the playoffs, but we are the 14th seed in the West, which is awesome, because I kind of wanted to be a bad team. I wanted to draft at the end of the day. I wanted a very high lottery pick, and I wanted to make sure we can grow from this. So, but looking at our season-ending stats, as we can look at that, so Terry Rozier with 15. Obviously, we didn't really have a standout player once we traded LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan. I know DeJounte Murray down the stretch was a lot better than it shows. Like I said, 28 points, 15, 18, 19. We want to see DeJounte Murray score more. We want to see him take more shots. So that's kind of what I want to do, because I want to see him be that player we expect him to be. Derek White, and it looks like Derek White and DeJounte Murray are going to be playing together for quite some time. So we want to make something happen with those guys. But if we want to go ahead and simulate the playoffs and kind of see who wins the championship real quick, and then obviously the next episode is going to be the offseason. As long as you guys have been enjoying this video and want to see me do another one, Siakam and the Raptors actually won a championship over the New Orleans Pelicans, interestingly enough. But now we have a huge offseason ahead of us, a lot of growing to do, and I want to make sure of something real quick. Player retirements, and then Greg Popovich, we're gonna have to kind of see if he retires. Obviously our team was very bad, but now the next episode we have the draft lottery ahead of us right now. When we look at it, our standings, and I kind of want to see if we'll have a couple lottery picks. So we're a pretty bad team, but I think we're gonna be projected like probably the 5th pick or something like that. So we're going to project it a top 5 pick. And the Charlotte Hornets of all teams actually didn't make the playoffs. So we might have 2 lottery picks here because I don't think the Hornets will get into the top 3. So that's going to be huge. So looking at it, if I go to mock drafts real quick, we are projected number 4. And then we're projected number 9. And okay, so we are projected 2 lottery picks here. I assume this is via the Charlotte Hornets pick. Yep, okay, it is. So nice. So now we're going to have a huge offseason ahead of us. Next episode will be the draft lottery. A lot of player movement is going to happen. Guys like Terry Rozier won't be here any longer. Patty Mills is going to be walking. We have Rudy Gay that's going to be walking. Rodney Hood will be declining his team option. So we're going to go full on with the young guys and see what we can do in season number 2. But of course, we have the draft lottery next and the offseason following. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like if you did. We're going to continue with this series. And of course, this is going to be like a 5 to 7 episode series. And then the ultimate goal is to turn the San Antonio Spurs back to where they used to be and win a championship. But for now, this is Crushables. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm saying peace.